Hey all, Nick's here. I've got another build spotlight here. I got tired of struggling through the game, so I was currently in the previously in the cycle of overpowered in my overpowered slash kooky cycle. And now I'm done with this character because I discovered it was not really to my liking. I think I'm gonna go back to a slightly more interesting build than something like this, but it's a lightning arrow elemental hit build. I kind of wanted to make elemental hit work. This is a build I wanted to do since closed beta, but never got around to, just because there wasn't enough time in closed beta to do everything that you wanted. But oh well. The build's fairly simple. You just run around, you throw lightning arrows at things, and single target you hit them with elemental hit. And the build's actually, well, incredibly overpowered. I'll be honest. You can see that I have very, very crappy gear here. Like, almost garbage gear. I have a Death's Harp, which I've been using since level 35-ish. And it's still really, really, really powerful. So, you know, it's just how it works. Some builds are way too strong, and I didn't really like it because it was way too strong. I'm getting bored just running through right click, left click, right click, left click. But if you like seeing mobs decimate, or mobs get decimated, this build is definitely the one for you. Let's go ahead and do a rundown of what you're going to want. First up, you're going to want some sort of elemental weakness curse or projectile damage curse. Elemental weakness is a little pricey, so maybe you don't want to go that route, but that's that. Secondly, you're going to be wanting to go ahead and try and get some weapon elemental damage on your gear, because it'll increase your DPS by quite a bit. Either percent weapon elemental damage or just raw bonus damage. Raw bonus damage is a little bit better, I find, if it's lightning, and if it's not, I generally tend to value them equally, unless it's like a really good roll. Same for the quiver, same for the bow, belt, gloves, all that. You're also going to be wanting accuracy rating on your helm if you can help it, and as well as your bow, because accuracy rating will definitely affect the DPS of your elemental hit. The way I've socketed it, I have lightning arrow in what I want to be a 5-link, lesser multiple, weapon elemental damage, and chain. And I'd throw in a quality added lightning if I had a 5-link, because quality added lightning adds there we are. It adds shock duration and increased percent to shock, which just skyrockets lightning arrows damage. So that's what I'd have in my ideal 5-link, are those. For elemental hit, it's a bit more interesting. Obviously you have the bare bones of the elemental hit, the weapon elemental. Then we get into some interesting things. I prefer to run added lightning damage, just because I like shocking the target in single target, like rares or something. But I think increased critical strike chance is actually better. And then if you have a 5-link, like a chest piece or something to put it in, you can socket further faster attacks into it if you wanted. And other than that, it's kind of up in the air about what you'd want to do. So, and the final node could be anything you want, anything you think would be good. I don't really think any one thing is substantially better than anything else for that final slot. My gloves and boots are really simple. They're just the things I have, and then 2 reduced mana gems, 1 in each, and then I socketed them all with the various auras I'm using. You can see if I go back here, I have 5 auras: Clarity, Discipline, Anger, Hatred, and Wrath. Those are the 3 elemental auras: Clarity and Discipline. And the reason I can run those is because I'm running Eldritch Battery, like I apparently have done in every build so far. Look, I just like running around with 14 auras, okay? Can you blame me? It's fun. But the build's fairly simple. I get as much elemental damage and weapon elemental damage as I can. Catalyze is a really good node. I like this Elementalist and this Celestial Walker. This Celestial Walker is actually incredibly good. You need Inner Force if you're running Eldritch Battery for, well, pretty much anything. Obviously, we have our life nodes here. We need our agility nodes, more life nodes, and I'm working my way over here to get the assassination nodes, which are really good. Then later on, I'll grab this mental acuity. Arcing blows is the main reason I went all the way over here, though, because arcing blows is incredibly good. But I mean, the build's really simple. It doesn't require a whole lot to work. The main things that make the build work really well are chain and static blows, and then this chance to shock. And then I would eventually be picking up the shock over here in the shadow tree. But other than that, the build's fairly simple. It doesn't hurt you too. It's not too bad to level up because all of your elemental damage nodes synergize very well with freezing pulse. So it makes it really easy to level even through cruel with that kind of build. And you have all the things you need. Life isn't too bad. You have a lot of really solid life nodes on the way. I never once thought to myself while leveling that I was feeling gimped in terms of life or damage. So, I mean, it was a very easy build to level. It was just really, really boring. And I ended up taking Vol way too early. And I ended up dying to a glitch that I didn't know existed, which is actually really good because I'd rather die on a character I don't like and learn something from the death as opposed to die on a character I do like. So, just a heads up on the death. If you teleport back to town against Vol and he's doing his rock thing, and then you teleport back to Vol, the rocks will still be falling. There just won't be an animation for the rocks falling. So you'll just randomly get hit for half your life and die from like a ranged mob or something. I'll go ahead and post a video of that at the end because I managed to record it, which is a first for me. So you can see what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's the build. I'll post the completed spec at the end of the comments. It's almost there. If you like just decimating and ripping through packs of mobs with very little gear, this is definitely the build for you. Otherwise, stay tuned for a much more interesting build that I have planned next, because this one was a little too boring for me. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Thanks. Bye.